Hello everyone, thanks for watching this video. This is part 1 of a multi-part video game making tutorial. In this tutorial we will be making a 2D platformer video game. Hope you enjoy. In this tutorial we will be using Microsoft Make a Code Arcade. I'll leave a link in the description how you can access it. No account, no money, it's for free, completely free. You just open the link, click new project, you can get started. In this episode, we will cover two things, the map and the character. The character will not have any animations, so let's get started. Of course, you can pick either JavaScript or Python. I use Python for the most part when I'm coding. That'll be in a future tutorial. But since this video is for beginners, I'll be using blocks. So to start off, I'm going to go to Scene and then scroll to Title Map. Not background image. That'll be later on in the series, but for now we just want title map. There we go. And what this is actually where our character will be jumping around. So we go to dungeon. I'll be using this block, but you can use any other block that you'd like. So right now I'm just gonna put these in random order, just for the sake of having like a map. And then, so this is just random, not final. Like I said just now, just enough so I can have a map. And what makes a 2D platformer is your character's bouncing around on walls. So you go to the bucket tool and then this, not that, this right here. That's the wall. You background it into all the blocks that you've made. You can make it in custom order however you want, place all these blocks wherever. This is just to show you about how to put the background in. You come here, refresh, and now it wouldn't show you anything at first, but just give it some time to load. And as you see right here, we have our background map. Now if I push the arrow keys, there is nothing because there is no character. So we go to sprites, set my sprite to kind player. Leave that kind player for now when you're just a beginner. Later on, as you get intermediate or even advanced, you can change that. Just leave that for player for now. And then you can make your own custom character by like doing something like this. I'm actually gonna do that now. So yeah. But yeah, that's my character right there. So we've got the character, the title map. We're not done yet though, because as you can tell, when I use arrow keys, he's not doing anything because I didn't set his spawn or give him the right code for that. So let's do that real quick. We'll first start off with setting his spawn where he starts off in the map to place my sprite on here. Now notice this encoding. It's the same with Python and JavaScript. You have the variable or my sprite, for example, title map, my sprite here again, because if I put this on top of my sprite, it won't work because my sprite hasn't technically been made in order, because how the line of code is executed is top to bottom. So just keep that in mind. So place my sprite on top of random blank. And since the background, I'll change it to blue, and I'll show you how to do that real quick. We'll make a custom block, background tool, light blue, boom, like that. We go here, bottom left. That's just kind of good place to put it at the bottom left. That's where I put it. And then how to change your background? It just adds some detail or pizzazz, whatever you want to call it, into this thing. Here you go. But now you will notice that after I refresh, it's blue, no more character. It's not deleted, and that's because you have to set the camera to follow my sprite. So camera follow my sprite. There you go. That's it. Now, what did I do wrong? Just take a guess. Okay, guess over. I didn't change the transparent block. I have to put the blue block. Please note that everything in video game developing, you have to program it to tell it, because now every time I reset, it works. Just at first, it didn't. But as you can still notice, we still don't have the proper movement or motor movement, whatever you want to call it. We can't move. So move my sprite with buttons. It'll reset now. It turns gray. That's fine. That just means it's loading. Now here we can move around our map. But if you notice, we can't jump. And yeah, that is because we did not program it to jump. So what we can actually do is it's pretty cool. We go to game controller on A button. If you're using a what's the word? Computer, that's spacebar. That's spacebar. On A button pressed, change VY, that's what I like to call it, velocity Y, by 250. You'll see why in a second. This may be confusing, but you can always rewind and rewatch. By negative 250. Now, he doesn't come back down, but it is like a pretty basic jump movement. And that is because we didn't set the gravity to it. So we're gonna come here, set, where did it go? Set my sprite velocity here. Okay, so you have to come here and set it to AY. Yeah, AY. Now we can do that. And if you're testing it on a computer, just copy paste that line of code like I just did up. And then we should come here. The plus, change that to 0. So now let's run the whole thing. And that's it. That's our platformer game. Now, you can always change all of these to like say 500. Now, that's gonna be really fast, but you can finagle with all these. Look at this speed. Look at that. It's faster than Dream. Yeah, I'm gonna set that to 150. Kind of fast, but not too fast. So that's it. That's all the code that you need. Alright, that's it for this episode. Next episode, I'll teach you how to add dangerous blocks and animations. See you there.